Hi everybody, how are you? Good Sunday. Happy Sunday, last day of summer. And it will feel like it too. It will feel like summer. It's warm now and muggy outside. I went outside this morning. I felt like the air was heavy. I said that on air this morning. It has that like dewy feel. Like if you try to mow your lawn right now, it'd be just wet grass going everywhere. So 70s galore, a few 60s, and it's humid. The one thing we got to keep an eye out today for is the opportunity for some showers and storms in the afternoon. Kind of bumped up the pops, called pops, like 30%. I don't think everybody's going to have a storm, but boy, if you get one, the potential's there for some really heavy rainfall, which is great because we need it. But if you have outdoor plans, it's a huge bummer, obviously. So it depends on, like, if you want rain, I hope you get it. If you don't want rain, I hope you don't get it, and everybody's happy. Problem is that somebody who wants rain and doesn't want rain may live right next to each other, and that could be a problem. But if you have a storm, some gusty winds and also some heavy rainfall is expected. A lot of lightning too with storms. We're near 90. If you don't have a storm, you're just sweating. Tonight is an isolated storm chance overnight. Not huge coverage, mid to upper 60s. And then the 3-day forecast, another opportunity for rain tomorrow with the arrival of fall, which will not feel fall-like because it'll be 90. With some scattered showers and storms. Now, if you miss out on the rain today and you miss out on the rain on Monday, you're going to be bummed, right? I get it. You're going to be like, wow, I can't get rain at my house. I stink. It's terrible. Don't expect any on Tuesday. It's a very low chance. Isolated, drops off. But Wednesday and Thursday look good. So there's your highest chance of rain on the 10-day forecast for everybody. Wednesday and Thursday look like a really good soaking rainfall, like solid rain. And while the increasing opportunity for rain happens during the week, the temperatures decrease. So those of you who are longing for a fall-like feel, the temperatures will drop. And that's all part of the frontal boundary, low pressure. That's all going to swing through the area during the week, increase the rain opportunities, and then eventually bring some cooler air in here by the end of the week. And I'll show you the 10-day. But first, the rain on the roof. Solid chance Wednesday and Thursday for some much needed rain. We could even go higher with the pops. We could even go like 60%. But tend not to try to put 60. 60 means like it's a likely chance. Try to wait for that until you get to like 48 hours out. But nonetheless, the opportunities for rain are there today, Monday. It'll back off a bit Tuesday, come back Wednesday, Thursday. Some of the forecast models spitting out about 1 to 3 inches of rain for the Tennessee Valley by Thursday night, not even counting what lingers on Friday. And if we were to drive north to Nashville and go north, some of the forecast models there are spitting out about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. So there's a surplus of rain that's going to hit in the area somewhere this week. And if we can get into the higher side of the rain totals, that would be awesome. And it's not like the hit or miss thunderstorm activity. Like today and tomorrow is kind of hit or miss, downpours here and there. But Wednesday and Thursday is just more widespread soaking showers and storms if it plays out the way it could. And that would mean that everybody would have a fair shot at getting some rain and everybody would likely have some wet conditions, which would be great. So your 10-day forecast, scattered storms today. The Oktoberfest over at Redstone's taking place today. And barring any isolated or scattered storms in the afternoon, should be good to go. Good day for an Oktoberfest. Coleman's is coming up first week of October. I think it's the 2nd and 3rd. I went there the first year for Oktoberfest. It was awesome. It served me a beer and a boot. It was a plastic boot, but it was still cool. So I think it's like October 3rd, 4th or something like that. I don't know what the Saturday and Sunday are. I can never tell on my little graphics there. But anyway, fall arrives in the afternoon on Monday. Oh, a little FYI cooler, water cooler talk if you're talking to a friend. How many times do you hear the fall equinox and equinox equal, right? You think 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness, right? Not on that day. Nope. So fall officially arrives on the 22nd of September, but the closest you'll have to 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness actually doesn't come until the 26th, which is 23, 24, 25, 26, which is Friday. And then on Friday, well, no, starting on Saturday, I think it's Friday. Friday, I think we actually had like 11 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds of daylight. So it drops back below 12 hours on Friday. That's the closest to 12 hours daylight equal that you'll have. And so it doesn't quite happen the same day on the equinox, which is pretty cool, right? Hi, Stan Barbie. Good morning, Jeff Desnoyers, my friend. I got a new fuel pump for the Dodge Dakota, which is good. My son Nick trailered to the shop and used the rack off the bed. It runs super great, and you're singing today. Stan, you have a good day singing at church today. And have a fantastic Sunday. I'm glad the Dodge is all set up and good to go now, too. I miss talking to you. It's good to see you on, my friend. With the weather extra, a lot of you that I talked to before, I haven't talked too much lately, and I wanted to keep talking with you. It's great. Roberta, how are you? Good morning to you, Roberta Smart. Always appreciate your hellos in the morning, and very nice to see you on. In addition to the rainfall that we have in the forecast, just a quick update for you on the tropics. Tropical storm Gabrielle spinning around in the Atlantic will likely strengthen to a Cat 1 or Cat 2 hurricane. That would be the second hurricane named this year. Aaron was the first. Gabrielle will be the second. It's the 7th named system in the Atlantic. It's a very slow tropical season so far. We're past the peak point now. And Gabrielle looks like it will spin, get really close to Bermuda, and then whoop, take a V-line way out into the North Atlantic, and the fish will get wet, and that's about it. Eventually, as a weakening system, it could bring some rain to Europe sometime end of next week. Doesn't take a direct route, though. It goes way out and then back up north. So the lower 48, once again, spared by a tropical storm. Somebody, I forget who it was, Brett, I think was asking me about any kind of in-home formation. And what we mean by that is something developing in the Gulf or along the Gulf or on the East Coast that could happen quickly. And right now, that does not look like the case. Right now, the tropics just don't look busy. Tropical or hurricane season, I call it the tropical season because it's more than just hurricanes, but goes until the end of November. And we'll also be tracking the tropics right through Thanksgiving, if anything develops. But right now, very quiet. It's very, very quiet. Yes, very quiet. Not a lot going on in the tropics. Hopefully our weather will get busier. I don't think we have much in the way of any kind of severe weather. I guess we have a couple stronger storms today and tomorrow with some wind and rain. But if that 10-day forecast comes to fruition and we get that rainfall in there, we do two things that are really positive. One, we get the rain that we badly need for many areas. Two, we drop temperatures. And then we get the trifecta that if we don't have severe weather and any damage with wind and rain or lightning or whatever, that would be a win-win-win all around. And if this plays out, the forecast, the way it is up there, next Saturday and Sunday, besides a lingering shower on Saturday, which doesn't even look like it's going to happen. But Saturday and Sunday would be ideal. Might have to deal with a little cloud cover on Saturday. Might not be the sunniest day, but around 80, that looks good. And I would imagine that next weekend, the low temperatures at night would start to dip back into the upper 50s. And therefore, that would be a more feel like a fall kind of thing. Remember, our high temperature is still supposed to be about mid-80s this time of year. And so if you're going below 85 for the high, that's actually below average. Speaking of above average temperatures, I think if I have it correctly, I think yesterday was the 10th straight day of 90 plus in September, and then today would be 11th. And then we have a chance tomorrow and make it 12. Anyway, when you start going a week and a half to 2 weeks of 90 plus consecutive in September for the Tennessee Valley, it's not unheard of to hit 90 in September. We're supposed to hit 90 in the beginning of the month. But when you start doing it towards the end of the month and you're doing it like 10 to 12 days in a row, that's a lot. And that's not usual, at least based on the numbers when I looked it up. But anywho, 8:44, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. If you have any questions about the forecast, you can shoot us an email. You can send us a message on this. We'll be happy to answer it for you. Jada will be in tonight. She'll have the very latest. She'll be on air. Eric Burke is back tomorrow morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 4:30 in the morning. And I am filling in for Brad Monday night. Brad will be back Tuesday, and we got you covered to kick off the week. And we'll have updates coming on the timing of the rainfall, how much rain potentially could fall. It looks like it will be evenly distributed middle of the week. So everybody from north to south to east to west will have pretty much the same opportunities for rain and rain totals, which will be good. Some areas won't get more than others, and that tends to get everybody a little ornery when that happens. So hopefully we can get everybody the same amounts, or at least enough that everybody's happy. And obviously the drop in temperature will be a big weather change as well. So, all right, everybody have a fantastic day. And if you follow the NFL and you have a favorite team, I hope they win. I will be pulling for the Titans today. And I imagine they will come up short once again, but that's okay. One can always dream. Have a good day.